Happy Friday, everyone. It's finally here. We're back to XCOM. I've been looking forward to this. A little late on the start today because if you're not aware, the Windows Anniversary Update implemented a new command prompt, which sounds completely useless, but my death counter script wouldn't work anymore. So I had to fix that. So, Friday, it's going to be a little bit shorter a stream today. Odds are based on the little one's mood. But let's just get right into it. We're going to go do our Jack Sparrow. We're not going to bother with Iron Man simply because there might be problems and we keep save backups. And I think, I don't know, let's see, we did an Asia start and a European start. So we haven't done a North American start for a while. Let's go ahead and, if we assume we'll eventually have one up here, is it worth it to assume that? We can do like one. Alright, so we'll do one like right about here. Where about? Alright, we'll do like a little Mississippi drawl. That sounds good, right? We'll go right there. We need a good pirate name. Oh, I got no imagination. We'll just call this for now Treasure Cove. Alright, so we're going to start right off the bat with our Bootypedia and our lore. So the year is it's 2601. We have completely lost the war. I don't even know if the war even happened. I'll be honest with you. But let's go and start with the lore. And we'll start with our fight. Legends say once the Earth was ruled by humans, and there were no mutants at all. Even if such tall tales are true, it is all long gone. Nowadays, the planet is just a distant periphery of the huge stellar empire ruled by the star gods. A poor backwater with corrupt government and brainwashed population, rife with crime and opportunity. Mutants and outcasts like us are not loved by anyone, so we choose infamy over their sick and unjust order. They may call us pirates and criminals, but it's better to die free than live for others. And then our origins. We, the Ubers, live in zones heavily irradiated by centuries of Hilarium fallout. Scattered all over the world, these so-called Uber zones, or simply zones, are avoided by everyone else, in part because radiation is bad for their health, but mostly for the extremely dangerous fauna and flora that lives there that only locals know how to handle or avoid. Of the outsiders, only the zone-savvy stalkers dare to venture into our zones, mainly to buy monster hides and sell tech. It is not uncommon for a black market's trading post to be located near a zone, but their prices on most goods are outrageous. For us, leaving zones for too long is quite lethal. Most Ubers get sick and die, and those who survive, known as Striders, lose most of their mutant powers. To safely operate outside of the zones, we must constantly consume irradiated drinks and food, making us unable to expand territorially even if we wanted to. Alright, we got some contacts. Before we do that, let's go and condemnations, and this is what we are. Escaped lunatics, the original crew, hailing from various Uber zones, have escaped the captivity of a mysterious experimental work camp. Commandeering an Airbus and, knowing no better, found refuge in some underground tunnels, which turned out to be more than just some tunnels. They had little more than rags they called clothes and not much knowledge of the world at large, but they're amongst the finest Uber specimens out there. Now go back to our lore. So we know contacts black market. A few miles away from our hideout, there yonder lives the Lochnar tribe. This group of short, long-eared mutants controls a nearby trading post where all flotsam and jetsam from neighboring lands drifts to. Greeted by a welcome sign, the past is dead, the present is overrated. Since such places daily witness all sorts of weird deals and illicit services, it's perfect for us to get supplies, sell loot, have some fun, and find people for any job, from facility builders to fighting crew. There are innumerable places like this, places of gatherings situated on various crossroads the powers that be are unable or unwilling to control. All these hand-to-mouth mutant communities form a loose network all around the globe called the Black Market, a vast, unruly, and uncontrollable entity, full of chancers, misfits, and outcasts, just like us. We got Jackstown, ruled by the flamboyant leader of the Loch Nars, Captain Jack. This is the place where we do most black market business. The prices are outrageous, but the town has powerful and numerous militia. Plus, we won't find better prices in any black market trading town, so there's no choice but to play along. And Crypt of Remembrance. Forever be remembered those whose skulls have been taken by the Black Dragon. May their souls take solace in the dark utopia. These are the contributors. Well, yeah, there's going to be a lot of nudity and half nudity in this. Arthanor, Balduran, Elsaleth, Gunnar Chan, Jan Nielsen, Caradoc, Camerer, Ketanur, Kitsune 106, Kribu, Luscious Pear, Matt Du, Meridian, Rulidos, Sabercat, Thil, Warzameg, Piotr Wazalewski, and XCOM Junkie. All right, so we have a lot of ships that will be that we will find, but these are important. This is Open XCOM Pirates. So the government fighters, red and blue, we don't want to shoot these down. This type of fighter is flown by the government's, our most esteemed benefactor. Shooting down any ships bearing blue and red lights will cost us a fair amount of points and can lead to a decrease in protection payments. No lights equals fair game. Killing government people will always result in large point penalties. And then we have a rebel freighter. Do not confuse these with raider ships, which is easy due to the same derelict look. These vessels are used by mutant alliances, traders, and local entrepreneurs, sometimes linked to provincial governments. Shooting them down will incur a huge political penalty. So again, we're going to avoid the lights, the yellow and green, and the red and blue, and then civilian traffics. Civilian class vessels can be shot down with impunity. Their communications are too weak to notify anyone of the attack, and even if they do, they're not worth enough to warrant a full-scale crackdown mission. Yeah, so that's a big thing here. Shooting down craft is going to be something we really want to avoid doing until we're much more powerful, because crackdowns are insane, and we saw Escape Lunatic. And here's our starting craft, the Airbus. Civilian, a battery-powered vessel. We have liberated one during our getaway. At least it only needs a power plug for fuel. So it has a teeny radar of 100 meters. It can hold 6 hands and is slow, but it has infinite fuel. Well, it reloads for free. All right, and our starting weapons, which we can't even use. And we'll go back to those when we get a chance. So for those unfamiliar, I should have moved that over a little bit. The scope of this game is more about staying in business. So we get protection money from all the little countries in the world. And you can see we get a measly 500,000. And our base puts us at 391 right off the bat, just with nothing going on. So we can get like one more brainer and be out of money, and a couple runs, which will a couple runs, which we'll probably be doing. Brainers are our researchers, runts are our manufacturing, hands are our girls. All right. And again, about staying in business. We can actually, as long as we research in the beginning, and even though I've watched Meridians, the entire beginning game has changed since he started. I'm not going to use the tech tree right off the bat until we get to the point where we have a lot of decisions to make, which shouldn't take very long. All right, and our hands, let's get our... No, we didn't turn on my stat strings. And we'll do that in a second. Let's actually go ahead and save. Yeah, they should be really easy to follow if they stay within our range. That's the big thing. And let's look at our... What do we got? We got muskets available to buy. Some painkillers, Soylent, and a lot. Let's get a couple more hands. We have 20, I think, signed up. 19 signed up and ready to go. So we'll get start on those. And we have so many melee weapons to look through. Let's, no, I didn't buy those. Buy a couple more hands. And let's see what we have. There we go. We got some pirate clothing, fisticuffs, handles, melee. Can be a lot of melee, dagger, cutlass, rapier, saber. And let's go look at those real quick. All right. So this is what we know so far, and then we got armor-wise. Our parrot is a plain old scout unit. Hey, Meridian, how's it going? Yeah, the early game's going to be interesting. I think it's there's early game events now, so we research and we sort of wait for those. So parrots, they technically do damage. I don't think they do a whole 6 pecks. They can only see enemies up to 30 tiles away, and I think the default in X-Piratez is 40. Night vision of 9. Pureblood humans. These creatures, while comparatively rare, usually cooperate with the star gods, and therefore they're our most common enemies. While less resilient, usually weaker than us, and often wearing lots of flammable clothes, their cunning, ingenuity, and guns cannot be underestimated. Night vision at 9. Alright, so here's our standard armor tribal. You can see we have a base of 20 armor all around. It has a little resistance to special damage, and plus 20 stamina, plus 10 reactions, and voodoo power, which is really nice. More energy recovery, and some melee dodge. We have Barbarian, made from junk, teeny bit more armor, a little laser resistance, and adds melee accuracy. Melee dodge, a little bit more dodge, and it adds combat stress. Oh, I'm not even using the naughty mod. Adventurer, and this gives us cutting resistance and throwing and melee accuracy. And this has a little bit less dodge than the other one, and more inventory. This looks better all around, unless we're facing lasers. Scout gives us extra stamina and increased carrying capacity, so plus 3. And then the pirate outfit, which gives us bravery, nice melee accuracy. Good melee outfit with great dodge. Dodges, yeah, these are the best we got so far. Then we have Rogue, which is another flamboyant outfit. This is throwing, reactions, and speed. That's actually really nice. And down on voodoo power. Great dodge. And plus combat stress. So stress increases as we go. And plain old rags, what do they offer us? They offer us chem resistance a little bit of plasma, and good reactions in voodoo power. Voodoo has changed completely, which is mind control, or PSI. So we cap at 60 strength and 40 skill. But everyone has at least 25, so we have no one that's completely useless. And we won't be re-rolling characters for PSI strength. Alright, and this has a nice energy recovery bonus. And we have Tack Vest, which gives us 20 armor. In the front, a little piercing resist. And low dodge. Alright. Now we go through our weapons. We'll go through these real quick. So these do no base damage, but they have a power based on our strength and melee. And they have a chance to actually do lethal damage. Handles are strength and bravery based, with a base damage. Shivs are cutting, melee, and bravery and reactions, just a touch of damage. Machete, same thing, melee, with at least 50% a little bit more power, and a little special armor plus 30. It means it makes their armor more effective, if I recall that correctly. And this inconsistency is really weird. The divided by 2 versus the times 0.2. Plain old dagger. A nice base 20. Concussive damage. So we have, this is a nice strength-based one with a good stun damage. Reactions in melee. And we're going to forget all of these as we load everyone up. More cutting. Saber has nice damage. Less effective against armor. We have our ball bat, which has a high chance to be lethal. But good stun if it doesn't kill him. Strength and bravery with extra pain. I don't know what that means. Extra 10 damage, maybe? We have our axe, which everyone seems to love because it has 50 damage. Plain old melee skill with a huge strength boost. Short bamboo combat stick. This is melee and throwing. Which, a nice accuracy boost as well, but very weak against armor. Shovels. Strength bonus, less effective with armor, good stun. And hammer, which is used for cracking open walls. I've seen that a lot. Strength and melee, a little bit less effective against armor. Or actually armor damage, it damages their armor. And a good stun amount. And plain old chainsaws. Auto only, no reaction fire. Rope does choking damage, which means it applies smoke directly to the person. Oh, that might be right. Yeah, I think that might be morale damage. I've never seen anyone use the rope, but it does stamina damage. So we might play around with that. And we have a whip. Also stun damage, range of 3. They lose morale and time units. That seems really useful. Extra pain, extra damage, reaction disruption times 3, and 10% chance to be lethal. And then we have our standard pistols. These are 3 shots, 29 damage, you know, offhands. This offers a nice aim shot. And I think these have different ranges. Yeah, very slow reload and stuns whom it fails to kill. We could buy the smoothbore long arm, heavier than a pistol, but has better range. Otherwise, it should be a little bit melee damage. This is the gun butt. That's stun damage, melee divided by 2, plus 50, accuracy 80%, 18 time units. All right, small revolver. These are all different things, and a lot of them in the beginning will just be picking off people on the ground. Sawed-off shotgun. This uses the new shotgun, doesn't it? The new shotgun logic. Range of 4. Fast reload. 20 times 10. Great against unarmored if you get close. More shotguns. Oh, with a stun. Beanbags. Blunderbuss. Discharge all at once. There you go. Either do the snaps or shoot all 4 at once. Little Uzi. Ramshackle rifle. That's another rifle. There's so many options. Very slow reload, and this is the boarding gun. Good little auto cannon early on. Assault cannon. Just a big ol'. This is the starting heavy cannon with a small explosion radius, and actually has a melee attack, which I find surprising. Grenade launcher, always useful. RPGs, we're going to need to save up and get a couple of those just to have in case. We have our Molotovs, which is incendiary. A lot of these, when you see, they now do thrown items, which you don't need to prime. They're one-shot throwing weapons, basically. So that's what one of these are. Same with the black powder bomb when you see the aimed. It's a prime and throw in one move, and they explode immediately. And we have landmines. We used these before. A nice damage. Bandages. 3 uses. 2 HP per wound. Canteen of Refreshment is stun damage. You got Painkillers, which is more stun damage, only used by yourself. And a Battle Flag. I've never used or seen one of these used. Use a flag to restore squad morale and give them some time units. Those wearing stun-resistant outfits will benefit less, as will those who are inherently brave. The flag requires worthy hands. If it's used by a coward, not only the effect will be smaller, but she might lose her nerve. Skill and power, bravery. Secondary melee attack. And then scrap metal, chemicals, stuff we'll need later on. Tiny drill. Don't sell that. Soylent, good for later food, consumer goods. A lot of stuff to pick up and sell. Smokes, boost morale and energy by 6, but you also take health damage. And then money. Money. Info. Money. All right. I think that is most everything, and we'll do that. That menacing hull, a big and powerful, by the looks of it, Hilarion-fired ship we found in our hideout stores. Regretfully, it's not airworthy, but we think we can make it fly again. To do so, we need better knowledge about things like plastisteel and ship engines, learn how to assemble it all together, for which a full-fledged workshop is needed, and last but not least, acquire professional piloting skills by interrogating a pilot. Yeah, we can dream on. So this is sort of our research goals, and these will be presented to us as we go on. We know the access lift corridors. We never used them, but they had them in Final Mod Pack. Barracks. 25, they hold 25 people, unlike 50, whatever they are. Vaults. We can store anything in the black market. 75 units of storage. Armored vaults. 125 units of wares and or wares. Or Juarez. And has a little bit of base defense value. We have prison cells. Each one holds 15 special guests. Robbing them of their possessions first with a better yield from a dead corpse. If it's worth it to do that, check the robbery category in the workshop. So as we research people, we'll be able to rob them, interrogate them, or do whatever. We have our high-res radar. 1,250 nautical miles. Hangars. We know how those work. Stills are used for... There's a lot of buildings that are used for making specific items. So we need stills to make alcohol. Extractor reaches into the bowels of the earth and allows us to extract various resources from the slimy nugage that keeps us all healthy. It can also hold 20 runts. All right, and our factions are the provincial governments. The local governments might not have access to such amounts of high-tech resources as the big factions, but on the other hand, they command a lot of loyal people. 70% or so of the global population is under their rule, as opposed to maybe 5% commanded by all the other factions combined. The governments might tolerate our actions as we keep the global factions on their toes, and it's generally cheaper for them to pay us protection money. But if we make too many enemies within their ranks, we'll be done for. The smugglers, interstellar nuisance. Smugglers are joint human, mutant, and outworlder enterprise. They lead risky, if profitable, lives by transporting restricted cargo all over the globe. So, understandably, they're hardy and well-armed. The Star Gods aren't too happy, but smugglers have fast and stealthy ships. If we manage to catch them, there will be a lot of booty, but don't expect our infamy to rise noticeably. Owing to their adventurous origins and countless bar fights, higher-ranking smugglers are adept at dodging melee attacks, so be careful when engaging them up close and personal. So basically, they have good loot, but they don't give us any points. Combat 101. There'll be lots of stats and whatnots about weapons and armor. Smart reads here first. Guns generally cause 0 to 200% of their damage. Standard XCOM rules. So if your attacks do not work, it's not always because the weapon sucks. Explosives generally cause 50 to 150% of their stated damage and are applied against bottom armor if the explosion happens within 3 tiles of the target. I think that's different. I usually thought it was between on or 1. Resistances stated in the armor entry modify the roll damage by their percent, and then final damage is reduced by the armor value and applied to health, if higher than armor, hopefully leading to death. And that's all the same. Combat stress. Them gals can't help but be nervous in battle since they'd rather live to see the treasure. A battle that goes on for too long increases the risk of enemy reinforcements arriving or something else going awry, or she just gets bored. If a gal's morale is higher than her bravery, she will lose morale every turn, and conversely, she will recover it if her morale is lower than bravery, keeping their enthusiasm high by killing enemies. So on the one hand, bravery is really important, but on the other hand, it looks like bravery will rise pretty fast on its own. And then finances. Our little enterprise might turn out to be profitable, but 7 hells doesn't it cost a lot of dollaroos, there we go, to run. Buildings and crafts need to be maintained and powered. Crew needs to be paid, especially these damn brainers. All is paid at the start of any month. On the other hand, we're receiving protection money from various countries. If we have enough infamy at the end of the month, they will pay more. But if we make fools of ourselves, the payments can be reduced. Check your financial status either in logs or charts. Some things to be wary of. Loan sharks. Through the smugglers, we have indirect links with these. We can run into a negative balance, but if we do it twice in a row, we're goners. Better keep liquidity. Loot can be sold, used, or researched. If things go bad, there's always something to sell, including buildings. Manufacturing. Some items are profitable to manufacture. This can be a good source of income. I know. I know. This is all old hat to you, Meridian. Piloting. Our crafts need at least a single pilot to fly, sometimes more. In the case of multiple pilots, their skills are averaged. Relevant skills are firing accuracy, accuracy bonus to reactions, dodge bonus, and bravery approach speed. Bonuses by armor don't. Hotkeys. Know all those. And we are back. There we go. Whew, a lot of reading. All right, and we have our little dinky little Airbus. Meridian never had to play with this. And our girls. All right, let's get the first names up real quick. If you guys want specific avatars, look at Meridian's second video in his Pirates playthrough. He has a list of them all, and I'm not going to go through them. All right, Jumpy Blade is a J Blade. Welcome aboard. Oops, you can get back in there. This will work. Mary Diane is Meridian, which I totally didn't get until I just said it out loud. Jumpin' Rat. All right, we have, let's see, we have Six Finger Sheila, who is a Y-Key 1, which you guys might remember as Sheepstick. Did I spell Sheila right? Yeah. So that's Sheepstick right there. We have Mardeeb. It's Mardeeb. And finally, we have Lethargic Downfire. You guys might remember as OBP. Don't need to write that right there. It's OBP Super Gamer. And I want the pirate suit, man. Since I got one of those. All right, so we have good starting reactions. Actually, that seems pretty average at 75. All right, we'll have J Blade. We'll get the Scout, Meridian, Mary Diane. Oh, we have a Tribal or Rags, so we'll stick with Tribal for now. All right. And we need a pilot. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pilot that one. And equipment. There is just so much stuff. We're not gonna use parrots in the very beginning. I don't know. I don't know if it's better or not. It's pretty much a good mix of everything we have right off the bat. I'll mainly be using probably more pistols than muskets, just so we have some range. All right, we start with the chainsaw. Well, I get a nice little melee bonus, but I don't know if I want auto only. Yeah, why not? Alright, and I don't have my stat strength turned on. Got a lot of stuff to carry. J-Blade with your reactions. Also, those, and let's give you your weak. Melee's horrible. So you just got reactions and a little bit of fight. You're not really that great at all. Alright, we'll just go ahead and give you strength and melee. Strength. Are you really have 15 strength? Oh my goodness. Strength. Strength and bravery. Yeah, you're brave. Alright, we'll try that. You're so weak. Meridian? Well, you got something with aim, so that's nice, and we'll go ahead and get half decent strength. Also accurate. We'll just throw these in your back pocket. Wadib. You also wanted to shoot from afar. Do I have any more of those black powder bombs? Can I buy more black powder bombs? That's the question. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting starting off with such weak units. It would be like a 5-hour terror mission. I'm going to play around with one of these because I'm very curious. OBP, you can see what that does for us. We'll swap you out next turn. Alright, yeah, let's go and look up grog because we're going to need some. Black market. We cannot. Nope. Can we make anything? Yeah, we can. So we can make canteen O refreshments. That's it. Handles, shivs, ropes, pyro clothing. And we need cool clothing to do that. Don't have any of that. Make more bandages. Nope. Can't do that. Oh, that's tricky. We can make ropes. Do these cost us anything? So we could trickle in the money with the ropes. Alright, none of these cost anything. Those don't make us anything. Oh, hold on. Handles, shivs, bandages. Hilarium. So we can make hilarium whenever we want. Alright, I will try that off camera then. Alright, no, we saw all those. I'm gonna just hit that. Mark all as normal. Well, let's go ahead and make a couple of those. Right off the bat. Alright, lethargic dawnfire. You don't, again, half decent melee. This one doesn't require strength. Alright, that works. Oh, I want a quick draw. And we'll just throw that in your offhand. And the key is to survive long enough to get better weapons off the guys we kill, right? Alright, and then that's all done. Let's turn the clock on. Well, we could spend some money to get some Hilarium, but we don't need any right now. So let's see what these are worth to sell. 20? Oh no. 10. 10. They're probably all 10. No, these are 30. So we'll make some ropes. It's 4,000 a month. But you know what? They're costing us money. So the little trickle will be something. Alright, we got a few more girls coming in. Alright, Russian Jill. I actually really like that name. Alright. Rude Walker. Who is a Waterface from YouTube. Congratulations. And we have adventure outfits that they come with. Alright. Dirty Old Loki. Welcome aboard. And Bounce a Buttercup, who is John Revis, also from YouTube. Next we have, interestingly enough, Caterwauling Catnip. That's a long name with a little mark from Reddit. And as it turned out, our Reddit folks, none of them wanted to be cloned. So, Ace Deer Cumulus. And back to Captain Poet. So the Adventurer did seem to be better than Tribal, didn't it? I'm going to spending some time going back and forth in all this. So Adventurer versus Tribal. Yeah, Stamina and Reactant is pretty sweet. Or Rags. No, we're going to stick with the, I think, Tribal in the very beginning. Yeah, it's YouTube, Reddit, and OpenXCom forums. And they're just, they'll be in. We're not going to do squads like we normally do. Yeah, right. A medium, very low. Let's take a look at it. And we are not going to be afraid. It's going very slowly, too. We're not going to be afraid to run away from shit. As we're basically a medium civilian. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're going to try to make sure everyone gets airtime. Alright, survival is done. It's a dangerous world out there, and we be needing to learn how to get tougher and live off the land. To achieve that, we need weapons and armor. And preferably such that don't need many resources to be made. Just hunting bow, torch, camouflage, and animal skinning. Alright. So, everything I've seen, bows are very, very important. Get some bows right out of the way, and we can now make barbarian armor, stone hatchet, spear, and javelins. Alright. So, let's see here what we need to make this new stuff. Barbarian armor requires scrap metal. Stone hatchet, we can just make. They're free. Make a couple of those. I can't shoot him down. Spear, which I think is the upgrade from the bamboo pokey stick. And javelin, which is a throwing weapon, I think. Short range. So make a couple of those. And we might as well do a quick look. Alright, so the stone hatchet. Strength, and it's a melee and throwing weapon. Great accuracy. Weak against armor because it's made out of stone. Yeah. And then we have the spear, which is melee and throwing. Yeah, so these are melee for our throwing girls. Better than the bamboo pokey stick. In all ways. And effective against armor. That's actually really good. And plain old javelins. Those are from Diablo 2. A thrown weapon with an acceptable range and solid damage. So 14 range, which is actually pretty good. Throwing and strength. Nice accuracy. Alright. Come on. Wah wah. Our first month is just hoping someone lands in our area. Hey, he's back. Super slow. It's like some sort of super bus. Actually, go back here. Definitely grab a couple of those. Well, they did take place, and then they all evaporated away. The global warming got even better. All right, hunting bow. A primitive but not so simple weapon, very popular amongst Turanian hunters. The curved shape holds surprising power and doesn't require much effort to keep drawn. We can purchase these bows now. 150% accuracy penalties, max range 36. Less effective against armor, lightning reload, and a little bit more stun damage. It has no base damage on itself, it's just half your throwing. That's how much damage it does. Alright, let's go ahead and get camouflage. So I cannot make bows. Okay. They're not the cheapest things in the world. Well, there's our stuff. There we go. Bring down the watchtower. All right, let's go see what this is. I wonder if we can get there in time or if we can get there at all. All right, throwing 64. I'm going to keep that on me. Whoops, where's my spear? Spears are strength, mostly throwing. All right. Another two-handed. Oh, they're too heavy. All right. Yep. You got to figure out, remember what that hotkey is. You know what? You're just so damn weak. 15 strength is really insane. All right, Meridian. You got melee and strength, so... We'll throw one of these on to get through walls. Close enough. Melee and throwing. Alright, you definitely get one of those. All right, and then we're just dealing the best we can with our really bad strength. All right, we'll get this a shot, and yes. Thank you. And night vision is to our advantage. I take it. Yar. We need a name for the Airbus, by the way, so I could really use one of those. All right, we're all equipped. All right, let's take a peek. Can you really not see that guy? What? Ah, stupid trees. There we go. You know, I think even if he does hit me, I have nothing to worry about with that pistol. Just a gut feeling. Oh, that's a low blow. We start with so many time units. Maudib. Let's get you over there. I doubt we'll even be able to hit him at all. Nope. Alright, you can stay inside and we'll get these guys moving forward. My goal right now is not to die from grenades. That's about it. That's all I'm going for right now. How far can I move? Yeah. We don't have any way to recover our energy yet. Thank you, tree. Man, we are these these little guns. There we go. That was a good hit. Man, this is a big map. Yeah, that's fine. Jumpy blade. 9. Not quite. Let's get you back here. Unlike the XCOM armor he's wearing, he is very resistant to damage. There we go. Oh, and he's not even dead. He's just knocked out. Well, we can try to recover him. Now, I am fairly certain I don't want to melee that guy. Based on what I read on the forums. We'll double check out here. This view range is... It actually makes me feel like this high resolution isn't enough anymore. And I'm not running the 3 or the new version yet, so we don't have the improved visibility. I don't think you'll do anything to me. Can't go inside. Alright, let's go ahead and capture that guy. And we're going to make a big focus on researching all our live guys, more than we normally do. They'll have priority. E. Next turn. Alright, Jumpy. What do we got here? 2 fatal wounds. Hey, some beer. I'll take that. And then we'll just ping him from afar. It just feels like a trap. It feels like a trap. Alright, let's get you out of there. And we're just going to shoot it out of the way. Unless we run out of ammo. Oh, you know what? Alright, I'm going to risk myself, because... Yeah, XCOM rules. Are we ready to go inside? Where is Meridian? No, this guy's fine. You keep an eye on him. And someone has a handle around here. A spare handle. I think I do. Yeah. You know, I had heard they exploded, but I wasn't sure how bad it would be. Well. You know, I got one live guy. Nice one. I think Meridian got that kill. There's a lot of guys crammed into this little thing. There we go. Hey, I got some reactions. I'll take that. Little melee, strength, and actually a huge stamina boost for Sheila. Alright, we got junk. Basically, with one Geo that we kept. We're going to need all this stuff. Alright, advantages, and we got promotions. Jumpy Blade and Six Fingered at Boss Gal. And no commendations. The small little thing. Excellent. I'm not going to expand the base right off the bat, because I'm a little worried about cash flow. Alright, so can I do UFOpedia from this page? No. We have Flintlock, Holdout, and Rusty Niners, and Black March. You know, pretty much anything other than a Flintlock pistol is probably good. But we'll hold off for now on those. Another small. Let's see if you can take a peek at it. Hold on. While we're waiting, we'll just do a cycle. Loki, throwing more melee. You are just really good on melee, aren't you? Which one's better? Sabers. I'll take the extra damage over the 20% armor. We need bandages like crazy. Oh, fisticuffs. Are they stun damage? Yeah. And Rude Walker, throwing and melee. So, I think a bow is good. How big is that? A spear in your backpack. Just carry it out with you just in case you need it. Alright. Oh. You know what? Until we get better crafts, yes. Set the course. Hey, alright. We got nighttime. Whoa. Scroll lock. Space. Not scroll lock. Night vision. Yeah, it says scroll lock. Doesn't work for me. Let's go ahead and... Will that work? Oh, I know why scroll lock doesn't work, because I'm having that pulled out by something else. All right. Nighttime. Should be like a sniper's dream. He's looking right at us. I don't even know what faction that is. Ooh, that sounds like a big gun. Let's not play with that reaction fire. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Can I change the color in here? Or do I have to do it from the rule sets? Probably from the rule sets, right? All right. Well, that worked out perfectly. Oh, I spoke too soon. Muad'Dib. All right, we'll pull you out. Okay. Oh no, who has bandages? Okay. Meridian does. Help your buddy out. Dope. 40. Well, we're going to use the darkness to our advantage. If things get dicey, we'll skedaddle. And Rude Walker. Let's try this. We just know there's more melee in. Oh, tricky, tricky. 25? You know what? I would. Loki's in his tried and true role. Yes, definitely. Definitely go for their gear. I may even steal that guy's gear, because that was a nice pistol. Oh, sniper would be even better. Muad'Dib gets the first one. All right, let's see what he had. Yep, sniper rifle. We'll let him bleed out. Woo! Go Dawnfire. All right, Muad'Dib, you're going to go ahead and grab that and just hang out near the edge of the map. And a grenade. Loki? I can't tell what he's carrying. You need 40 to throw this. Oh, aim shot. Oh, that's bad. It should be in the dark. There it is over there. Nah, we're going to spread out. Since we don't have smoke yet. Rude. Nice. Can I get in here? Yes, just barely. And Sheila, I want to give you something else. You know what? Grab that bow we'll need. What actually comes loaded, quote unquote. Grab that. And we'll go next turn. All right, a little close. Can I just steal their clothes? Just so I can make bandages? Alright, you had a hand cannon, and a rapier, and some dynamite. Excellent. That's heavy, so we'll take one shot. Alright, OBP, you are stealing everyone's mojo here. Let's go ahead. Oh, your wounds. It's alright, Meridian. Or Muad'Dib. Oh, really? Oh, that's why. Next turn. Loki. Oh, so close. Is that an arthropod? That's awesome. Those guys are on fire, so let's focus on this guy. We can even get close. We'll do bow spam, and we'll actually get out of the way. Clustered, clustered, clustered. Now we're out of energy anyways. You can't move. Problem solved. Alright, Meridian. I know you have good strength, but I'm not sending you out there yet. Nice shot. Excellent. Ah, fire's a wonderful thing. I need more Molotovs. Oh, what's that? What the hell was that? Oh, Sheila's down. Oh, it's one of those thingies? I don't think I can actually melee one of those cat girls, right? That's what that was? Alright. Let's get the guy. Well, never mind. I don't want that. All right. All right. Need energy to fire bows. Excellent. I'm a bit worried about everyone being out, but I think we'll be okay. Stim. Wait, do I want stims? No, stun damage. Alright. Don't need that. You probably don't need to carry many of those on us. We'll go look at her body. Yeah. All right. We have over here dead. With a Fuso sword though. All right, Loki. Looks like you are just going to be burning things. Very effective. You stay there, Muad'Dib. If you have the shot, that'd be great. Man. I'm gonna have to work on that. That energy is killer. Having 5 guys with no energy is killer. Oh my goodness. Alright. She is in the ship. This is going to be a problem. As we need reactions. I would not like to wipe right now. Come on, snap, snap, snap. Abort. We got a couple weapons. I'll run into the ship. I'm already in. We'll at least bring your body home. Oh my god. Shit. We can't do anything. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Good way to start it off with a nice little wipe. We lost. We lost our bus. Wah wah wah. Well, Meridian, Sheila, Muad'Dib, Dawnfire, Rudewalker, and Dirty Old Loki. We had a good start. Now we need to craft. I don't know if I could buy a craft. Yeah, well, I guess when he saw that first cat girl, we cannot buy a ship at this point. There's nothing we can do. We can either try to research one, which, I mean, if we look, let's see here. Cunning. Yeah, we have to go research cunning, go into car thieves. See if we could do it. Yeah, let's, you know, as long as we're researching, we should be fine. So let's see if we can recover from this. Scientific experiments, nothing I can do. Alright. X-Grog, it's crucial to keep high spirits during a battle. It's middle mouse button. Hence, we have developed this beverage that can be produced at our still. Since no pirate will drink alone, the barrel holds enough liquor for the whole crew, 30 uses per battle. Healing, 1 fatal wound, 3 HP. Stimulant, 25 energy is huge, but the thing weighs forever. Waste forever, waste 30. Painkiller. And we could sell it on the black market, so that's what we're going to be doing here. All right, contacts car thieves. And leather whip. Oh, all right. Well, let's go ahead and just make a couple of those, because I like those stats. And then we'll do the X-Grog next. And research. Alright, I think car thieves. Alright. Oops. It sounds like where we need to go. Very small. I'd love to help you guys. Leather whip. And let's make some of these. Let's make, let's make a couple just to keep on hand. Make those first. Oh, this would have been fun and pretty insane with 4 people. Alright, car thieves. To really get out of this hole and move freely around the whole planet, we need a supply of flying machines. Contacting thieves of mildly restricted battery-powered craft came easy, as Jack's people operate a tuning shop for such used vehicles. Apart from getting fabulously drunk while dealing with them, we've also learned that to get access to Halarium-fired craft, we need to get to the so-called authorized dealers, just a higher tier of thieves. But that requires some low-level contacts within the Traders Guild and the knowledge of social hierarchy. We can also try our luck with a ship junkyard, but if we don't bring our own ship engines and other fancy parts, they can only offer some air breathers for sale. They won't talk with people lacking their comm frequencies or certain tech savviness, though. New black market goods, air car and air speeder. Alright. Go back to camouflage, it sounds really useful now. I know, it's black market. Alright, air car and air speeder, and more than we can afford. So let's see if we can actually, Thanks. Vessels, air speeder. Most adventurous of all battery-powered craft. It's a missile mounting. That's awesome. One missile, 25 dodge, 2 hands, and the air car is 4 hands, 1 crew, and has a weapon though. So we could actually try to shoot down craft. But let's see what we can sell. Well, the crew is 1, but it holds 4 people. Alright, let's see what we got. Don't want to sell that. But we're going to sell the Halarium. Oh, the grog is actually... Alright, that'll be good. We'll be able to buy our ship via grog. Money-wise... Probably don't want to sell that, do I? Don't want to sell that. I sell the money purse. As useful as you are, we're going to sell the Geo because we need the cash. And I know we shouldn't sell these now. But... Oh, damn it, I always do that. Alright. You, no. You. Yeah, it is. It is much less. But, we're sort of stuck with it. I'm not going to be using this parrot for a while. And we'll be a little bit more cautious. Oh, it's not enough, is it? Camouflage. Camouflage helps you see before being seen, which is quite important for survival. Simple camouflage is attainable by primitive means, but there are rumors of chameleon cloaks and other arcane items. Camo unit is only visible from a reduced range, specified by the following number, as opposed to spotter's vision range. This works both day and night. Invisibility. Invisibility is something on a different level altogether. These units are only visible from a number of tiles specified, not a tile further. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that beer going. We're going to need that. Atom beer. Tastes like piss, but possesses a pretty solid kick due to being slightly irradiated. Quickly downing it restores 20 energy, good for 3 uses. And we can now buy beer on the black market. Alright. Let's see what that gives us. I assume a flare. Be gone. Torch. Throw it on the ground to provide nighttime lighting. Alternatively, smash nasty types with it to set them on fire. Oh, that's pretty cool. The terrain won't catch fire from it. I'm sure there is a scientific explanation for this phenomena. Melee? Plain old melee. Torches last for only a single mission, so don't load your craft up with them. Okay, and I think this will help us just make money off of corpses. We don't need that yet. We don't need those yet. Go into violence. Aye. Shambler hunt. Well, that sounds dangerous. Can I purchase that yet? Oh, so expensive. I could sell a brainer, but that seems like a bad idea. Oops. I need what? 20,000? I'm not gonna sell that. No, not much we can do. I think we should be fine though with our research score. Alright, can buy it now, but let's finish the month. Alright, so we got negative 568. Yeah, the notion of the world start thinking you're a joke. Improve your performance or risk their all-out military action. Hey, Euro Syndicate likes us. Alright, let's go ahead and purchase that ship. And the air car. Now we actually have some cash on hand. Right, we'll get those in. And I think we might be able to recover from this. We're sort of hovering on not having any crew or any money right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got rags, and that's all I got. Let's see. We lost our bows. Well, we got these pistols. Some javelins. whips. This is melee and throwing. I might like that combination. Yeah, good melee, not so good throwing. We gotta buy some more melee weapons. No, we got some here. $85 versus, you know what? While we're still lower, we'll focus on those. Alright, everything else will keep on the craft. Come on. $0 hours. Oh, maybe he'll come back. Violence. Crate O violence. Very unwieldy to throw, but still goes a long way, literally. The shrapnel remains dangerous in a far wider area than you'd think. Blast radius is 9 tiles, and the crate still inflicts half of its damage at the edge. Molotov, smithing, flame arrows, primitive weapons. Alright. You know, I know we did die, but we did do pretty well with Molotovs. And we can now make pipes, short bamboo sticks, and crate of violences. Violence eye. Alright, I do want a couple of you, now that we're short. We're going to keep making those grogs, though, for the time being. Excellent. Let's get primitive weapons. And we can make Molotovs. New hunters? I had to go down the list. Yeah, seriously, we're gonna not do smugglers this early. We're gonna stick to civilians, as I probably should have. Alright, next up is Mia Khalifa. And then we have our good old friend. Oh, 10 strength. Oh, I didn't even know you can get that low. Well, Immolation Nirvana. We know who that is, and they're just going to be with Molotovs. Let's sit there with Molotovs. We have Slothine on our last Reddit inclusion. I could type today. Next up, we have good old Shot-like with Careening Carry. Sarazor with Iron Jane. Sarazor is doing a veteran playthrough right now, I do believe. Oh, Hartenstein is grogged up Brynhild. That's going to be a long name if I don't know if it'll fit. And back to balance, Buttercup. All right. Oh, those four girls. Very high. I doubt it'll slow down, but let's send the car after it. Since fuel is free. Hey, awesome. All right, we don't know what we're facing again, so we will be very cautious. Luckily, it is daytime, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous car. I assume we have Robin to thank for this. Nope. Come on, guys. I don't want to fight smugglers. It's just not going to happen. Oh, I meant to abort. Yeah. We were too close to the edge. Far too close. Bring down the watchtower. Hey, a nice easy one. Yeah, these early game, man. Oh, I moved it to home. There we go. We are on the edge. I thought we were supposed to have longer night vision than that. All right, catnip. You're gonna be sitting back and doing fire support. Whoops. As I move her forward for scouting. We don't have any beer because we're too poor. These trees are going to be a problem, aren't they? Man, that one cat girl. Whew. Getting flashbacks to our first silicoid encounter in Final Mod Pack. Huh? Little hint of movement. Oh my god, where is this thing? Oh, all the way over there. Why is this map so big? It's like Teleth all over again. Seriously. Alright, so that's fully lit. Once we get closer, we can turn off night vision. Yeah, we didn't even get anyone outside today. Unless we miss him at the very edges of the map, but I doubt it. Does it only do stun damage? It might not be enough to kill him. That's right, we got an axe. And a one-handed axe like that. Gonna run out of morale before we even get close. Oh, are you kidding me? Can't melee it. There we go. All right, now they should come out. Or not. Does swing count as a snapshot in terms of reaction fire? I think it does, right? Yes, it does. Excellent. Guys, I like this whip. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think it's great. I think that's the way up. Oh yeah, they have guns. Probably a bad place to stand. I told you that was going to get me after Terror from the Deep. You can't block elevators. Alright, 2 hostages. There's some money. And stats again. We got some researchers. Excellent. And points. Points are good. All 80 of them. So we can do watchtowers. There were 35. I got some money purses. That's some money. I'll take that. Alright, we need these more now than we will. I'm not going to wait for the mint. And we got some more pistols. Excellent. We're coming back. Look at that, 100 grand. We're rich. Primitive weapons. Them firearms are all nice and dandy, and they're sure making a lot of noise. Alas, I need bullets. More simple weapons do not need such fancy things, and they're often more potent if used right. That doesn't really give us anything new to research. But let's go ahead and get the researcher researched. Let's focus on those. Barb dagger, combat bow, and combat bow arrows. Excellent. So then we can make our own bows. Let's go ahead and... we can't make those, we need scrap metal. Yeah, we don't need those. Make a couple of those. Alright, now we can take a break for now. Couple handles. I'm going to make some more whips. Those are great. $60 arrows for $50. Another medium civvy, I think. Let's cycle our girls. Mia, what do you got? All right. You have reactions. Yeah, that's what I thought. A dagger and... cannot go into the Bootypedia from the holdout pistol. Maybe because it's only one tile big? Oh, those don't weigh anything either. That's actually really cool. Throwing is better than your firing. And you have really good melee. I'll give you a real axe. Is that two-handed? And decent strength. And you have a atom beer. Speaking of, now that we're rich, atom beers. It's civilian. We could try to shoot it down. Let's see if we can get in range. Last thing I want to do is have my little ship. Well, we tried. Let's see if he lands. Oh well. Excellent. Oops, not that button. Alright, so the difference between the combat bow is... Alright. Much better range. Probably better damage. No, still 0 damage, but better than the hunting bow. Although this can be reaction fired, and this one can't. but I'll take the range over it. I don't have any arrows yet for it, though. Also, more whips. Alright, the researcher. They're low-level helpers carrying surveys and minor investigations for the Academy, writing analyses, and doing most of the actual Academy's work in general. They call themselves researchers, but many of them are more like tribals with above-average wits and some fancy equipment. They rarely carry good weapons, but remember that they're tougher and more savvy than they may seem at first. And human citizens. Status, privileged minority. The humans claim they used to rule the Earth. To distinguish themselves from us mutants, most of us look human-like after all. They call themselves purebloods. Generally, if you can pass for a human, own enough legal property, and abide to the law and live in an official settlement, you're a pureblood. If you're poor or illegal, you're not, even if you look perfectly like a human of old. Humans are aloof, but those who are just simple citizens aren't strictly evil. The just thing to do is to rob and otherwise molest them. Mass murder is not only morally questionable, but might lead to decreases in our protection payments. And who is who? Allocate research. Let's go and get the other. Let's actually see if you have more. Yes, a whole bunch of stuff. Totally worth it. And we can rob the researcher. And what does that give us? 17 blue credit chips and integrated devices. 17 grand to rob them. Combat bow is done. Get our arrows ready. Excellent. Let's go ahead and what do I need to make those? Nothing. Temple raid. Sure. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and yeah, we'll use this crew. Now we'll go swap them out. They get all the swabbies ready to go. Ivana and Slathina. Now Ivana is weak as sin. As sin. Daggers don't weigh anything. Oh, they do. Never mind. The whip's worth it. We'll get more if you run out. And get some combat bow arrows. Let's see here. Who can sit back? Slathina? 59. Yeah, they're all pretty much average. Where's my beer? Anyone who can carry beer carries beer. Is there a better... No, not that we have. Never mind. Close enough. All right, we will see how this goes. Do not be afraid to abort. I keep telling myself that. Temple of Sirius. The isolated temple be rumored to be easy pickings. Let us pilfer their coffers and get rich. We can either sneak in and seize the gold or subdue everyone and get more loot and glory. We may need to be careful with civilians. Better to catch them alive, lest we don't want to appear like we have little style. Do we have good stunning? I mean, we have these. Everyone has a stun option, except for Slothina. Alright. Wish us luck. Now, the temple's right there. Ginormal map. We're going to get this turn out of the way, and then the little one is starting to move. Starting to make noise, so we're going to have to cut it off. Call it a day. Alright, Slothina, you're going to sit back here. Alrighty then. Well, we had a rough start. But we're going to be okay, I think. I hope. We just can't. We're going to keep someone near the ship. I think that was our mistake. So we didn't leave anyone close enough. We shouldn't have waited. I should not have waited. Alright, everyone. I will be back Monday, same time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And see you around.